And green flags in the air. We're underway. Heat race number 1 for the ASCS Santan Ford Desert Sprint Car Series. 8 laps is the distance here tonight, and we are going to call that one back. And green flags in the air. So a lot cleaner start that time. Looks like this one will stick. It's still going to be Matt Lundy out front, followed by 51 machine of Ronald Webster. If you were with us last time here at USA Raceway, Ronald Webster actually caught the wall down the back straightaway. Probably left some of those tire marks back there behind the welcome race fan sign. Flipped over in that hot rod, but back with us here tonight. Came across the line that time in the 3rd spot, as is Matt Lundy, Sean Deskins, your top 2 drivers, followed by Webster. Then it's Mason Kiefer in the 4th spot as Dennis Gile rounds out the top 5. Dennis Gile not with us last time. Sean Deskins almost goes around Ronald Webster, almost makes contact. Kiefer has to go around the outside of him. Dennis Gile got stuck right behind the tail tank of that 20 machine of Sean Deskins. Deskins, though, able to come off with an incredible save in that number 20 machine. Of course, last time here at USA Raceway, Sean Deskins was the car to beat. Turns out it was his motor that beat him that night as he blew a motor. Gave up the ghost midway through, allowed Dustin Corbin to take away the race lead and race on to victory. Right now, here he is running in the 4th spot, trying once again to reel in race leader Matt Lundy by virtue of Deskins having that big wiggle a few laps ago. Lundy's all by himself out front at the halfway point as Deskins takes over the 3rd spot once again from Mason Kiefer. Kiefer now falling to the clutches of the 4T machine of Dennis Gile. Dennis Gile right on the tail tank of Mason Kiefer in the 7M. The Kevin Kiefer Racing 7M here tonight is Mason Kiefer. Getting a lot of help from sprint car veteran Robbie Allen. Right now running in the 4th position. Sean Deskins once again trying to put the pressure on that 51 machine of Ronald Webster. Out front, no change. Still Lundy showing the way, followed by Webster, Deskins, Kiefer, Gile, and Murphy. Ryan Murphy, last time here at USA Raceway, came home with a 6th place run. Wasn't out the last ASCS Santan Ford Desert Sprint Car Series race. Here he is with us here tonight, bringing up the rear in heat race number 1 as the white flag does come out for Matt Lundy. Lundy already on the back straightaway, lead him into turn number 3. That's where we'll pick him up through turns 3 and 4 once again. These very wide corners here at USA Raceway. Checkered flag in the air. Lundy will pick up the win in heat race number 1, followed by Webster, Deskins, Gile, and Kiefer. Lights are out. Brothers Shipley starting row 1, Josh and Gile. And that one's going to get called back. And green flags in the air. A lot cleaner restart that time. Still will be Kyle Shipley, though, leading the field into turn number 1. And Kyle Shipley leads him down the back straightaway as Josh Shipley's trying to reel him back in. Almost went around there. Got a little too coming in hot on turn number 3. He will hang on to that 2nd spot over Bruce St. James, Asa Kesterson in the 3K of Patrick Krob out of Pearl City, Hawaii. As Kyle Shipley leads him off of turn number 4, followed by Josh Shipley in that 2nd spot with Bruce St. James, Asa Kesterson field right now getting strung out single file here at USA Raceway. Kyle Shipley going to run the boards through turns 1 and 2. Almost made contact with the wall in turn number 2. Had to get up on the binders. Josh Shipley, the Prez, he's going to rip the lip as we got a battle side by side for 3rd. Asa Kesterson down the inside of Bruce St. James. The radio flyer falls out of 3rd spot, back to the 4th position. Trying to reel in that tail tank of Asa Kesterson once again. There's something to miss going into turn number 1. Bruce St. James loses a ton of speed that time through turns 1 and 2 as Kyle Shipley getting ready to reel in the 56 of George Zills and put him 1 lap down. He'll do that. George Zill going to stick it up to the top side of the racetrack right in front of Josh Shipley. He'll sneak by him on the inside as Asa Kesterson, Bruce St. James will work around the 56 as well going into turn number 3. Off of turn number 4, it's going to be Kyle Shipley, followed by Josh Shipley with Asa Kesterson in the 3rd spot. Bruce St. James going to the top side, getting around the 56 of George Zill with Patrick Krob rounding out your top 5. Zills 1 lap down in the 6th spot. Like I said, first time out for George Zills, the ASCS Santan Ford Desert Sprint Car Series this year. Car looked a little old down back in the pits. Looks like it has been ran quite some time, so George Zills definitely just trying to get his feet wet, make sure that car runs and operates, and right now doesn't sound all too healthy here at USA Raceway. Flying by us, the announce booth here at the Speedway in Tucson, Arizona. As right now it's still going to be Kyle Shipley out front with the white flag in the air. One more time around, down the back straightaway into turn at number 3. Off of turn number 4, younger brother Kyle Shipley fires the first shot tonight for the points battle over Josh Shipley. Asa Kesterson comes home in third. Fourth will be Bruce St. James. Around your top 5 is going to be Patrick Crubb.